January 26th, 2019, guys. I've made a decision. I've taken the last 30 days to, well, that was the plan. I don't think it's been quite 30 days, but the goal in my mind was to try to put this out of my head and ignore it, pretend like this isn't happening, and hopefully it go away. Well, it's not going away, guys. So I've made a decision this morning that I'm going to roll with this. I mean, I'm just a person who sees a crime happening and has been reporting it. I moved out into the mountains of Oregon, bought some land up on a mountain a couple years ago, 2.5 years ago. And all of a sudden one morning, I see these planes all of a sudden flying back and forth doing this. All this stuff you see, guys, I've been filming and watching being dispersed out of airplanes since before the break of dawn this morning. This is like a daily occurrence here now. And I do not consent to this crime. I completely 100% sincerely believe there's a crime happening here, and I do not consent to this crime, and I'm gonna make it my full-time job. I'm gonna go public, and I'm not afraid. I'm gonna meet this challenge, you guys. Like I said, I've tried to bury my head in the sand and pretend like this isn't happening, but I mean, you gotta understand, everything I'm showing you here in my camera has been dispersed out of airplanes this morning. All of this overcast that you think is clouds is chemicals. I've been watching this for 2 years straight, and it's overwhelmed the shit out of me. So I've decided, well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some keto with these sumbitches. I'm gonna put these motherfuckers to work, so to speak. This has been one of the most difficult challenges I've ever faced in my life, you guys. And I want to run away and bury my head in the dirt and pretend like this isn't happening, but it is happening. It's happening, and I can't get out of it. I've tried very hard to get out of this reality, but I live up on this mountain at a very high elevation, and I'm on a perch. I have a lot of time on my hands. I'm retired, and I've been witnessing this. Why most sheeple are going to work and doing their 9-to-5s. I'm watching what's happening, and I sincerely cannot believe it myself. I have to check myself. I go back and I look at over 2,500 photos and videos I've taken over the last 2 years of this crime taking place. I still don't believe it, you guys. I do not believe what's happening. Nevertheless, I keep waking up morning after morning and it's happening. Me and my friend's wife were just standing on the porch at her house. They're flying straight over the house, first thing for breakfast, spraying us with poison, And I talked to a friend in Florida this morning, and he's like, Mike, I understand what you've been saying now, People are starting to question my sanity. I was questioning my own sanity, you guys. This is kind of overwhelming, and like I said, this is not something I want to believe or want to be doing. I'm just a person who sees a crime taking place, and I feel a moral obligation, a duty to call this shit out. This isn't right. You're flying over U.S. soil. This is fucking America, Jack. You fly over my head and spray me with fucking chemical and biological warfare, we're gonna have a problem. You're doing this to me, you're doing this to my neighbors, to the children, to all of us. And, the God within me tells me, man, when I see evil, I'm supposed to stomp it the fuck out. That's my job. And if I could reach you son of a bitches, believe me, we'd be fighting you guys. But this is the only weapon I have. This is the only tool I have, is what's in my hands here. And, I'm going to go ahead and take this fight to these son of a bitches, you guys. I really am. I do not consent to this, and it's not okay with me. It's not okay. I've reluctantly researched this stuff for the last 2 years straight, and the stuff I have uncovered to try to get at the heart and the root to what's happening here overwhelms the shit out of me. Like I said, I don't want to believe any of this shit either. Nevertheless, this is what's happening, okay? And I'm going to take this shit full time, and I'm going to go public. I'm not afraid. The way I see it, they should be afraid of me. Peace out, guys. It's your sky. This is all geoengineering that was sprayed out of the back of planes this morning, people. This is not acceptable. This is an act of war, okay? Talking to my friend last night, I'm like, I can't help thinking about all the people who have fought, bled, and died for this country, okay? Our forefathers would be turning in their fucking graves, okay? This is an act of war. This is some Hitler-esque shit, you guys. We didn't vote for this, and this circumvents all democratic processes, making this a crime. I don't give a shit how they try to rationalize it, blow this off as this is okay or for our good. Bullshit. You have circumvented all democratic processes to fly over American soil and disperse shit over the American population that they did not vote for. That makes this a crime. Period. I'm gonna bust their asses, guys. Join me. Peace.